This seemingly benign tweet from Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey. Friday, he tweeted this post in support of the protests currently happening in Hong Kong. However, the backlash to his tweet was swift and fierce. Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta quickly condemned Morey's post, saying the GM did not speak for the Rockets organization. Now, Morey's tweet was then deleted, and he issued an apology himself over the weekend. Now, the NBA has now issued several statements saying they support freedom of speech and their employees using their platforms to express their thoughts. However, the league is also working vigorously to repair relations with the Chinese government, as that country has suspended the broadcast of several preseason games. While CCTV, the Chinese state broadcaster, has said they will suspend Rockets' regular season games, this controversy could cost the NBA, get this, $1.5 billion. Now tonight, Mike Baranian asked us on Twitter, how does the NBA reconcile their position on social issues stateside while their actions with China do not? For that answer, we turn to Mike Wise.
Bruce, the quote in the tweet started like this: "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong." That tweet lit the match for a geopolitical crisis pitting China and the most socially progressive and inclusive sports league in North America. Now, as Chinese businesses refuse to sell NBA products and actual games may be canceled in China, Silver and the league must answer the most seminal question regarding its future. How woke can you be before you go broke? Rockets superstar James Harden apologized to China on behalf of the NBA for Morey's tweet on China, going on and on about how good the Chinese are to him and other NBA players during their visits. New Nets owner Joseph Tsai, a Canadian Taiwanese businessman, sent out a lengthy Facebook post admonishing Morey while giving a confusing history lesson about China, essentially giving the government further license to continue their brutal oppression of Hong Kong separatists. You know what's even more disappointing? Steve Kerr, Mr. Social Conscience, a guy I really respect and know well from my days covering the NBA. Well, the Warriors coach has shown so much conviction, taking on the President of the United States for his racial insensitivity. But when asked about this NBA-China divide, Kerr today pled ignorance on only one of the most brutal regimes in modern history, an authoritarian government that has committed more human rights violations than almost every other nation combined. Remember, these are the same athletes and coaches boycotting trips to the White House after they win championships because they're at odds with our president. These are the same people that will wear Black Lives Matter t-shirts before games in solidarity for another young African-American child wrongly killed by law enforcement. But sadly, it turns out being down for the cause is only in vogue when it doesn't interfere with being really down for capitalism. So to answer Mike Baranian's question, how does the NBA reconcile their position on social issues statewide? Mike, the NBA can't reconcile their position until they stop doing business with China. Bruce?
So, Mike, tell me if I'm going too far with this.
Yeah.
Sounds like China is saying to the NBA, shut up and dribble, and the NBA is saying, okay.
You should have wrote my copy. That's pretty good. I agree with you. It's the notion that Adam Silver and everybody has sort of buckled, and then they've gotten all this pushback in America. Like, hey, wait, we're the land of the free and the home of the brave. Democracy is our thing. You're the NBA. How can you defer to China like this? And the NBA basically says, well, okay, we can't alienate our American customers. Adam Silver is caught in a quandary here. He's alienated both sides.
Right. Mike Wise, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You know, we might point out also China's relationship with the Houston Rockets started years ago when Senator Yao Ming was a star in Houston. Ming is China's greatest ever basketball player.